This is the first sketchbook that I remember that I have actually completed. So today I am going to do, I'm not sure what it's called, maybe like a sketchbook tour or like a sketchbook look through, I'm not sure. But anyways, I'm just gonna flip through the sketchbook and show you my drawings and kind of explain what they are or like the story behind them. And right now I'm filming this at like 10:30 on a Friday because I'm sick and I left school. So I'm trying to film this in one continuous shot, but if there are any cuts, it's either because my battery died or I had to go throw up. So yeah, TMI. But anyways, this cover I did using a collage of cutout pictures that I took from the internet. I literally looked up Tumblr transparents because I could see the white background. Then took the images that I liked, cut them out, and then pasted them on here using Mod Podge. So yeah. Okay. I'm trying to like keep this all in frame. Actually, I can like keep it here because I only draw on one side of the sketchbook. Also, this is yeah, the Canson XL series. It's the, I'm not sure what the thing was called. It's like, it was the black sketchbook anyways. It's a type of thin paper, which is why I only draw on one side, because a lot of times I used marker or like pens that would bleed through, so I couldn't actually use the other side anyways. So this drawing is of a girl that my best friend Christiana drew, and I just kept it here. And here is another cutout that I was originally going to stick on the front cover of my sketchbook, but then didn't fit, so I stuck it on the inside. Here's a picture of a girl that I drew, I think during a Chinese language competition or whatever, because I was bored, so I brought my sketchbook with me, because at the time, I had, what'd you call it? Not mobile data. Yeah, I had a family plan of data which only had 10 gigabytes shared between 4 people, so I didn't want to use my data plan. The first couple of pictures actually are of girls, well, except for this page. I drew these images because I use this app called, I can't pronounce this right, so forgive me, Coco Papa, I'm not sure, but it's that Android app where you can like customize your icons and stuff. So I made my own icons, so I just drew these pictures and then I would take a picture of it, overexpose it, and then make it into transparent, and that would be my icon. And the picture of a girl, I really like the bun I did, I was pretty proud of this. And by the way, I started this sketchbook freshman year of high school and I ended it junior year. Another picture of a girl. I always have trouble drawing the hair. Oh, I had like watercolor brushes, so I was testing them out here. And I was also testing it out on the hair for this girl, but as you can tell, it didn't work out too well. So I was just trying to play up with hair texture and stuff. So here I was trying to draw that cool, like, what is it, 4C, is that what it's called? I don't know, but that cool like kinky hairstyle. Attempt at drawing the body of a figure. I definitely know I drew this at the Chinese competition because I have a picture of it on my Instagram. I was pretty proud of this, except when I was drawing this, I'm not sure if you can see, but I added yellow under the eyes because I was trying to play up with the colors and I didn't like how it looked, so there's that. I was attempting one of those fashion model style drawings here. Didn't turn out too well, she looked too skinny. And again, I think this was an attempt at an icon again, and this was for a background on that same app. I don't have a calligraphy pen, but I like the way calligraphy letters look, so I was attempting it here using Sakura pens, the micron ones. And again here, another drawing that I never completed. A lot of my drawings aren't completed actually. But this was again playing around with the watercolor brushes. So I have like the San Francisco city skyline. I don't know what I was going for here with like the aliens and the UFO and the ghost and pumpkin. I don't even know. My brother actually attempted drawing this. I'm not sure what he was going for. Here I am first starting out my mandala attempts with the dandelion. I really like this drawing actually. This one I believe is on my Instagram, so is the mandala, or the dandelion. Like I had this drawing and then the background was all white and I was like, oh, what should I do with the background? So just kind of like blacked it out with squiggles. That's kind of a good theme that goes through my art nowadays. And it originally wasn't colored, But then I figured since all my art was black and white, I wanted some more color. The dandelion also wasn't colored, by the way. I colored that one in as well later. I love Halsey. Her songs are my life. So I don't remember. I think I had this page blank for some reason, and then I went back and drew this because I didn't listen to Halsey freshman year. But I believe I drew this during SAT Prep at Elite. But attempt at lettering out the lyrics. This, by far, is one of my favorite mandalas I've drawn, just because I like the way it looks three-dimensional with the textures and how it's all black and white. The other mandala, it was originally black and white, but I went back and colored it in purple, and I like it a lot better now that it's purple. Mandala number 320. I think I was going for like a palm tree vibe here. I didn't really like this one just because there was a lot of lines going on here. And I thought that was a little too extra, and also there's like some random black lines on here. The attempt at drawing fishtail braid, I'm not too okay. Drawing hair and lips are my biggest weaknesses because I somehow just can't seem to nail them. So I was attempting to practice it here, and I gave up, as you can tell. This is also one of my favorite drawings that I've done. It was of a raspberry cupcake that I looked up online. So I'm pretty happy about that, except like you can tell it kind of imprinted over here. I should get one of those like spray things so that the ink doesn't smudge, but I really like how this turned out. My mom really likes, I don't know if you can see here, but what do you call it? I'm not sure what they're called. Those little yellow people from Despicable Me, like, Minions? I think they're called Minions. I'm not sure. But I was trying to draw one for my mom, and I guess I never finished it. Oh yeah, so this, I'll turn it this way. This is a stuffed animal that my brother has, and he calls it like Mr. Doomy Boom or something. We got it from China. So I was making fun of him when I drew this. I drew like a little bunny setting him on fire as revenge. Even though I was thinking, I don't know, I thought it was funny. I have a keychain of this that's downstairs. I'm too lazy to get it to show you guys, but I was looking around for things to draw, so I drew the keychain. It looked kind of boring, so then I added like this extra stuff on the outside. Still to this day, I'm not sure whether I actually like it or not, so I'll just skip that. And it really bugged me because this bled. Wait, this wasn't here before. What the heck? Oh my god. I really like this drawing too. No, I think I watched a zombie movie with my dad or something. I'm not sure, but I was into some like zombie vibes or whatever, so. This thing happened through cross-sketching. Another mandala, it looks more simple than my other ones. I don't know. Oh. Okay, so this was, I don't know if you can see, but in this corner I had it dated 8/9/15. So August 9th, 2015. 2 years ago. Another mandala. I kind of stick a lot with the star vibe thing going on. Oh, another star. Here I don't know if you can see, I was attempting to draw a Blitzcrank from League of Legends, but then again, I got lazy as usual and didn't finish it. Another one of those art pieces, I was going for a kind of layered vibe. I'm not sure if I actually quite hit it. This kind of looks like a giant button, honestly. And then I was like squiggling it out, and it looked really boring, so I added the circles for more, not texture, like more action going on. I'm not sure how to explain it. Another one, I was also going for a layered vibe here, but I was too lazy to finish this also, so I didn't. This girl sat in front of me in Mandarin 7/8, so this was starting like sophomore year, and she still has really, really pretty hair. So one day, I don't know if she even knows this, but she had her hair in a ponytail and it looked super pretty, so I was trying to draw it to practice my hair drawing skills. Another one of my Halsey lyric attempts. I actually really like the way this looks just because the water looks cool. I don't know. One of, I think, 3 attempts of mine at drawing Ari from League of Legends. Literally my favorite champion ever. I love her so much. Chibi Ari style with colored pencils. And I attempted at drawing Jinx from League of Legends laying on her rocket, but I don't know. Got lazy and didn't finish it, I guess. As with all my other art. Chris Hemsworth as Thor. Also didn't finish that. I don't know. I think I didn't finish this one because I lost the reference picture. Oh, I was attempting to draw some chibi people. Yeah, here's me drinking boba, the love of my life. And I was like playing around with eyes and stuff like that. Lulu from League of Legends! She's one of my mains, honestly, just because she's a pretty good support and provides very good sustain. This one was drawn with Copic markers. I think this is when I first started experimenting with Copic markers. I drew this whole thing without like the white highlights, and then when I got the Sakura, is it Sakura? The Jelly Roll pens, I got three pack of white. I went back and highlighted her hair and the wand, and I felt like it looked much better. See, when did I draw this? 6/17/2016. So last year. So yeah, there's like a pretty big gap between my art. Jibber's Crafts. My friend actually inspired me to draw this. And later I went and scanned this into my computer and then cleaned it up because this was still when I first was testing the marker. So you can see how it's kind of splotchy right here. Or streaky with the marker because I still wasn't too good at using it. Oh, this is literally me. I don't know, I was going for like, here I was going for two people kind of like intertwined in smoke at the bottom, but I kind of realized that I suck at drawing smoke, so this somehow happened. Don't even know. I really like this though. Pikachu! I don't even remember Pokemon that much, but I don't know, I was somehow inspired to draw this. R.I.P. to this ice cream. Would have looked really good, but again, I lost the reference picture. Oh yeah, here I was trying to go and practice with hair texture again, trying to work on my non-existent hair drawing skills, and as you can tell, I didn't complete it. Okay, I think this is a bottle of sweat I was trying to draw. The person in it, I don't even know. Oh, here was, I was on an airplane. I don't know where, probably to an archery tournament. But they gave us a cookie, so I drew the wrapper. I was bored. Forgive me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is Tentacle. I'm not sure. I don't remember my Pokemon that well. But I don't know. I picked drawing Pokemon because they have very defined colors that are very solid. So it was easy for me to practice my Copic marker skills. Why did I say Copic? Prismacolor. I used Prismacolor markers. Just because I wasn't good at blending, so it was easier if there was just defined segments of color. This cool twisty star thing I drew, not sure what vibe I was going for here. It actually looks a lot better if it's like on the other side. I don't know. It looked cool on the back. Oh. Rip for the cut. I'm trying to power through this. My stomach just said, no you cannot. My best friend Christiana inspired me to draw this one. It's like art, what you call these? It was like art style challenge or something like that. Basically it's like you draw an image in your style and then in other people's style. So I have Sailor Moon, Animal Crossing because she told me to. I should have made this look more three-dimensional, but I was struggling with the colored pencils. Peanuts, Family Guy. My anime style, I don't have a set style honestly, so I just drew like one style that I draw. Simpsons, Adventure Time, Disney, Bob's Burgers, and The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I don't think I've watched like any of these. My friend Haley. I don't know how I got to drawing her, but like she saw the art I've drawn. She was like, "Oh, it's cool," and then I'm not sure. Maybe I offered to draw her. Maybe she asked, but she kept saying that like, "Oh, people always say that they would draw me, and they never do." So I drew her. Another mandala, it's kind of different from how I normally draw because like normally I have the lines all connected, but here there's actually a gap between this part of the mandala and the little spike things coming out of it. Here I was attempting to draw myself after struggling relentlessly to get my eye shape correct because I have really weirdly shaped eyes. I kind of gave up. This is a drawing of my friend Jean, and I was kind of struggling with their mouth just because I only have one shade of pink, which is hot pink, which doesn't quite fare well when you're trying to draw somebody's lips. So I edited that out in my Instagram image. Another image I drew, I was playing around with shapes and textures and stuff. Or, why do I say textures when I don't even really use that in art or know what it means? Anyways, it was just shapes and different lines and stuff like that. Random picture of an anime style girl with butterflies. I drew this and then I realized the background looked too flat. So I drew this like grass thing in the back and I don't like how it looks. My friend was thinking about making a digital flip through game or something. So I was trying to draw some hairstyles for her, but they look super shiny now that I added the gel roll highlights to it. Dress also for the game. And here is when I started really grinding through my sketchbook because I really wanted to finish it. So I looked up, what is it? Random animal generator. It gave me 3. I picked the chicken, so I drew a chicken. Can't really see it though because it was really light pencil. I have a lot of gray personal color markers, so I drew a scissors that was lying around. This was inspired by the ALF organization, which I was discussing with my AP Lang class. So they're basically a group that goes and does extremist stuff like burning things down for the sake of puppies. So that's as I drew this. Random alien slug thing. I don't like the way this one turned out. And here is where I started drawing, what you call these? Like coloring book type pages, where it's like one massive uncolored collage or just compilation of images, because I figured I could scan these and give them to my friends so that they could color it. Is this one, I really like the way this turned out. I feel like it would look like a good tattoo, but it only looks good if it's like super flat, so that might not work. Random circle thing I drew. Drew my friend Erin, and I need to go color this in. Still have to go do that. Sorry, girl. Keep forgetting. Oh yeah, this is like, I was showing my friend in AP Chem the different thicknesses of my pens and then all my AP Chem work. So there's that. I love food. So this is one of those coloring book pages of just food. I keep meaning to scan this from my friends and I keep forgetting. My bad. My friend Claudia from AP Chem, she asked me to draw her, so I did this in like 10 minutes. This is an image that my friend challenged me to draw. We're kind of doing this thing where each week we pick an image and then we draw it. Actually, I haven't even like finished my first drawing yet, which is supposed to be this one, so oops. Another random little floral doodle thing. I love dessert, so I was doing the same type of coloring book style with this and never finished because I got lazy. Same coloring book style. I was going for a around the world vibe, but I just could not think of what to put here, so I didn't finish it. I realized I spelled thief wrong. I don't know. I swear I am an AP Lang. I swear. Okay. But this is inspired also by the book The Crucible. Also inspired by The Crucible, one of the lines was, she was a twisted child in terms of describing Annabelle. And so this is my envisionment of Annabelle's soul. A blackout type drawing I did. I really like the way this looks, actually. Except I completely killed the ink in my pen. Yes, I used a pen, not a Sharpie. It was a pen. I looked up pretty flower and got this, and then drew this because I figured I needed more color in my art. Random feather I drew. I really like the way this looks, actually. Except I could have blended the purple and blue better. This is another type of style of art that I've recently been doing. I don't know if anybody actually does this style. I don't know. I just literally made it up. But this was in my nightmare. I was in a box with, and then unfolded, these never-ending lines appeared. And it was a spider, a lion, and something else. But I drew the spider because it's easier to draw from memory. I was doing homework, but then I still wanted to draw, but obviously you need to look at the drawing to draw. So I had one hand on here just drawing random squiggles, and one hand was doing the homework. So this happened. I've been playing around with eyes and noses and whatevers. But this guy, I think I was going for a mad scientist. I'm not sure. I just drew the nose and then like the rest of the guy just appeared. It'd probably look cool if I colored it in with like watercolors up here. My friend, when I asked him, oh, what should I draw? Told me rock poro. And if you don't know what a poro is, it's like this little fuzzy sheep thing that looks like this, except it's like white and fuzzy and not a rock in League of Legends. So I drew a rock poro. I actually really like the way this looks. And in my making, hacking, and tinkering class, we have to make a Rube Goldberg machine. So we were asked to draw a base plan, so this is what I drew. It literally looks nothing like this now, so there's that. Towards the end, there's a lot of flowers in here, so I don't know. I drew these flowers and I realized they were really small, so I wanted to make more, and then I drew this. I didn't know where to go from there, so I just left it. I was going for the solar system with this. Kinda think you can tell. Not too sure. This would be interesting to color in, except a lot of work. I drew these random flowers. I was going for like a top-down looking as if you were holding a bouquet, but it kind of just didn't work out, so I don't know. I just don't know what I was drawing with this. I just kind of drew like this part, the circle and the flower petals, and then it became this. I really like the way this looks though, with like these little lines. Another flower and its random petals. I should color this in actually. I drew this in AP line. A lot of my drawings towards the end are all drawn in AP line. But I was just playing around with lines and stuff like that. I didn't actually use a straight edge, but I should have. And 3/7/17, the date that I finished the sketchbook. So yeah, that was my sketchbook. About this thick. Only took me, what is it, 2 years? Wait, freshman year, sophomore year. A little over 2 3/4 of a year to finish this. Not too proud of like how long it took, but I like the content in here because like, you can really see how my art developed throughout the year. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I guess please like and subscribe, and if I remember, I'll put my Instagram handle somewhere, maybe in the comment box, description box, whatever it's called, maybe in the image, I don't know, but peace out.